Welcome to another production of Source Selection Soundbites. These productions foster learning, insight, and the ability to perform. Today's topic is a SBIR program overview. Today we will discuss the SBIR program history and purpose, the SBIR program structure, and important SBIR program acquisition nuances. The SBIR program, along with its cousin, the SITR program, are among the most exciting small business programs in the government. The congressionally mandated SBIR program was started in 1977 by the National Science Foundation. Evidently, it was a success because it was expanded to a government-wide program in 1982 and codified in the Small Business Act. The program is funded by agencies that have annual extramural budgets that exceed $100 million. Each of these programs is required to contribute no less than 3.2% of its budget to the SBIR program. The statutory purpose of the SBIR program is to 1. Stimulate technological innovation. 2. Use small business to meet federal research and development needs. And 3. To increase private sector commercialization of innovations derived from federal research and development, thereby increasing competition, productivity, and economic growth. The government desires results. But in order to be good stewards of taxpayer money, the SBIR program progresses from ideas to practicality and then full implementation of the idea that may have several applications. Phase 1 determines the scientific, technical, and commercial feasibility of the ideas submitted. Phase 2 starts the R&D effort by funding the prototyping and demonstration of the most promising Phase 1 projects. Phase 3 tends toward commercialization and transition, but it can also be used to continue R&D or as a means to enter production. The last slide showed the phases, but this slide approximates what happens during the phases in terms of program interactions and transition planning that take place as the agency progresses through them. Before Phase 1s are awarded, the agency generates topics and solicits and receives proposals. The agency then awards Phase 1 awards to the most promising proposals. All Phase 1 vendors may apply for Phase 2 awards, as it is illegal to set up evaluation schemes where contractors must be invited or are otherwise chosen to participate in Phase 2. In Phase 2, the vendors propose detailed design requirements, and they define risks and opportunities of the technology. The agency proceeds with the most promising ideas, and ideally, it receives a prototype by the end of the Phase 2 performance period. If the prototype is successful, and the SBIR owner can locate a government or commercial client that have a need for its technology, it will obtain funding from non-SBIR programs or commercial sponsors. Lastly, we'd like to point out that as the technology goes through the 3 phases, it is also progressing through the Technology Readiness Levels, or TRLs. A TRL is a measurement system used to assess the maturity of a technology. As you can see, it has 9 categories. SBIR Phase 1 goes from TRL 1 to 3, where research is performed to prove feasibility. Phase 2 starts with technology development and ends around system/subsystem development. Then Phase 3 is basically testing and demonstrating and launching into an operational environment. Next up, let's take a look at some acquisition nuances in terms of what is considered during the evaluation. In Phase 1, the agency evaluates 3 things. The first evaluation consideration is the soundness of the idea and the technical merit and innovation of the idea. In addition, the agency also assesses the risk associated with topic requirements in Phase 1. Next, the agency evaluates the qualification of the principal investigator and supporting staff and consultants. This typically encompasses an evaluation of the education and experience of the team members, as well as other factors. Lastly, the agency will evaluate the commercialization potential of the technology. In Phase 2, the agency obtains an abbreviated proposal to reduce preparation time and cost for small businesses, as well as evaluation time for government personnel. The agency may require the initial Phase 2 proposal to be submitted along with the Phase 1 final report, which will be used to evaluate the Phase 2 proposal along with any other required technical briefings. When evaluating whom to select for Phase 2 awards, the agency will use the same criteria used in Phase 1 evaluations. Once a Phase 2 is awarded competitively, if needed, another Phase 2 can be awarded to continue the development started in the initial award. The agency can also issue supplemental Phase 2 awards and a third Phase 2 to support commercialization activities. Some agencies, such as DoD, even have direct-to-Phase 2 authority. This allows the agency to award a Phase 2 award to a vendor who has not received a Phase 1 award. This is usually done because of the advanced technology readiness level of the existing technology. If a vendor receives a Phase 3 award, congratulations are in order because they have commercialized the technology. This is the ultimate goal of the program. The contractor has been able to win an award with a program that needs its technology or obtain an award in industry to use the technology in a commercial application. The great thing is, since the technology is commercialized, there are no funding limits, no limits to the number of awards allowed, and there are no small business size limits. To wrap things up, let's review what we discussed. We discussed SBIR history and purpose. Second, we discussed the program structure. And third, we discussed some important acquisition nuances. Thank you for watching another episode of Source Selection Soundbites. For additional information, check out some of the other videos in this series, other Productivity Partners materials, or our Source Selection Answer app that is available on the Google Play Store and Apple Store. In any event, thanks for watching, and see you next time.